Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the August 11th, 2022 super moon in Aquarius. And now, as far as the basic meaning goes, now a full moon in astrology can be very uninhibited, unrestrained, unleashing, and outpouring of emotions. Now, what may have been bottled up and suppressed for some time may come out. Now, being an Aquarius, it can be very erratic and sporadic or even unusual emotions. These emotions may come out very spontaneously and unpredictably. Now, this is actually, going to be a supermoon. So, a supermoon is like a regular full moon, except it's in closer proximity to the Earth. I believe the effects and impact it has may be more intensified because of this. Now, the effects it can have may be stronger than a regular full moon, but I don't think as intense as a lunar eclipse. Now, emotional outbursts, I could say that again, emotional outbursts. Now, that may be a little bit stronger in contrast to a regular full moon. Now, the thing is, now what started out, with the Leo may culminate and end with the Aquarius supermoon. Now, the beginning, like when you have this Leo new moon, now the beginning of being more extroverted and gregarious may end with a friendship or just simply more group involvement, which is Aquarius, the full moon, supermoon in Aquarius. Now, another example could be what may have started out with wanting to create something, which is Leo, may end with something, the finished product being something innovative, which is Aquarius. It could be some ingenious electronic or computer device, as some examples. Now, another thing too is that, and of course, this transit may impact all collectively, but especially those with the Aquarius or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, Aquarius, of course, because it's going to be in their own sign, and Cancer because Cancer is simply impacted by all phases and transits of the moon very strongly. This may be attributed as to why the zodiac sign Cancer can be so fickle, moody, and temperamental. Now, another thing is that there could be, when you have, full moon, supermoon, there can be a greater propensity for accidents during this time. And now, being an Aquarius, it may be attributed to something computer or electronic related with the vehicle. It could be, some bizarre or unusual, car accident. It may be due to something very outlandish. It could be where somebody's standing on top of a car, doing wheelies, or a car getting stuck in a sinkhole is another example. It could be something, with the car, if it's one of those cars that are connected to the internet, and if something happens where the internet, becomes disconnected and something goes wrong, with the car, unbeknownst to the driver, that causes the accident, as some examples. It could be something with, say, with the shocks, being flippant with that one, though. Aquarius is shocking energy. But the thing is, it could be, an accident. There might be more accidents with the autonomous vehicles. Those cars are innovative. Um, they're self-driving, vehicles basically, and it could be, the thing about this is it could be something really bizarre could happen. Another example could be, like the dual airbags accidentally ejecting and causing some accident as a result, losing one's concentration on the road and hitting another vehicle as an example. Now, the thing is, though, I wouldn't say this is necessarily just limited to vehicle-related accidents. It could be, something work-related, especially with this making a conjunction to Saturn. Now, with this being an Aquarius, it could be, maybe something again of an unusual or bizarre, kind of nature. It could be like, somebody getting their eye stuck to a digital camera. That's a little extreme example, but still, that's kind of, bizarre type of accident. It could be, somebody's hair, getting caught in that, like a robotic vacuum cleaner, or a hand getting stuck in an industrial printing press. Now, the thing about this is, I would say, like the accidents that could occur at this time during this super moon in Aquarius, not as, generally, repercussions not as bad as, say, a lunar eclipse, but I would say a little bit more, they could be a little bit more serious in contrast to a regular full moon. Um, Another thing we want to say, regarding this, hold on a moment, people, regarding this supermoon. The thing is, I want to say as well that, the transit, could also, you're talking about could manifest in the completion, ending, or culmination of something. Now, when you say this, it could be something where it could be the end of something that was very erratic and sporadic in one's life, like a work schedule. Say if this falls in the sixth house of employment. It can be something that, might be bizarre or unusual, could be unorthodox, comes to an end, or maybe some idiosyncratic behavior. Let's say if you have this in the fifth house, it could be like, someone having enough of idiosyncratic behavior from a child or a lover, or even rebellious behavior from one or both of those people. It could be a time as well. A friendship may come to an end for some people. It might be some goal or aspiration ends. It could also be finalizing something, inventive or innovative at this time. Now, somebody, some extreme examples. It could be, something like, somebody causing dissension in the astrological world coming to a completion. And also, too, this transit can be expressed in could be a revelation or unveiling of something. It could be, misrepresentation, something unusual. It could be something even connected with astronomy or rebellious or anarchistic attitude. Now, on a positive side, it could be, becoming more cognizant of having innovative, ingenious ability. It might be understanding, oneself can be more, altruistic, selfless, more of a humanitarian. Now, the thing is, it's also about, when you have full moons in astrology, they can manifest in becoming, really, just tired, exasperated, or simply full of something. And many people may be, collectively, there might be many people that are tired of their freedom, their independence being inhibited. It may become tiresome dealing with somebody's unpredictable and, again, idiosyncratic behavior. It could be someone that is constantly causing disruptions in one's life. Um, let's say if it falls in the fifth house, as I was stating before, reiterating what I was saying before, it could be rebellious, child as an example, that somebody has had enough of. It could be, it's also, look at the house this falls in. As this could impact its delineation and interpretation. Now, mine is going to fall in the 10th house. Now, this may be expressed in a revelation or unveiling. It might be something associated with the astrological career that I have. Maybe it's something about, expressing more of an altruistic or selfless public image and reputation. Laughing out loud, I should say. I am laughing. I'm laughing. I'm not laughing out loud. I'm laughing inside at this. But still, that could be. It could manifest that way. Now, maybe something bizarre, associated with an older person that's prominent in my life might come out. I doubt very much this is going to be expressed in the ending of an astrological career for me, though. And keep in mind, the 10th house is also, the house of the qualities that corresponds with the qualities that we have difficulty in suppressing. So on a positive note for me, maybe it is about, having others being more cognizant, being of me, being altruistic, maybe selfless, and those qualities might be hard to suppress, and that might not be such a bad thing. But another thing too is that this could also, for some people, if they have it, especially in the second, sixth, or 10th house in their chart, it could be the ending for some of an Aquarius-related career. And It could be a career in astronomy, astrology, computers, electronics, innovation, aviation, or meteorology. It might be the end of some altruistic or humanitarian work for some. And one may end employment in which they really gave of themselves selflessly to an employer, and it may also be done in a very shocking and spontaneous manner. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.